Okay, so apparently it doesn't get that long of a time, this one. So we'll keep this one a little bit short. It gives me what, 15 minutes at a time, which is fine. So basically what we're going to do with this show now is just go over it and let you know that I will try to do this show once a day, maybe even more than that. And I will post segments of it once an hour or so. And you can listen or not listen. It's up to you. And then we're just going to talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I'll even do the research on any topic you guys want to go over. And go from there. Basically, all of us will be on here. Every one of us, anybody who's here, will be on this show. And then, of course, later on, once I figure this thing out, I might actually add like Skype to this, so we can actually do like a live video feed whenever we do a live investigation.
And add Instagram.
Okay, I'll add Instagram. Anyways, so you can catch us on Facebook and on YouTube right now. YouTube is under Dreamers Magic and Dance. That's the YouTube channel. Or you can go under a Dreamers Paranormal Journal page on Facebook. I will start a group here soon, so that way we can talk about paranormal experiences, and then those experiences will be put on air. But of course, I will change the names if you guys need discretion or whatever you guys need. And of course, we don't just talk about paranormal. We will
talk about life.
We will talk about everything, and we can talk about dance. We do dance. We do any type of music you want to talk about, or
we do lots of things.
Yes, everything. Right now, we're putting together an elliptical machine while talking. Awesome. And yeah, it's called,
I'm not doing it.
I need to lose weight.
I'm not doing it.
You don't need to lose weight, but if you want to lose weight, you can. But
I want
this
to.
is how I want to do it. And yeah, it's just, we're just a family, and we're all gonna be on here talking about random stuff.
We're a family that deal with a lot of paranormal things.
Yeah, it's just
And
what
a
we
lot
do.
of things.
And if you guys, of course, if you want any other topics, or if you want me to do a shout out, like I know there's a few performances coming up.
Yep.
I'll do shout outs or
fan mail.
fan mail.
Fan mail.
Can have the batteries.
No, we can give them our address.
Guys, we found the instructions finally.
Oh.
Oh, I was just happy.
Okay.
And
So, just who we are. Do you guys want to tell them anything?
nope. I just want to do more ghost stories.
We'll do more ghost stories later. We'll talk about more information later on. I'd kind of like to do more live feed.
Don't break the boxer.
We
So-
can go live.
It says it's broadcasting live, but it doesn't.
You have to probably press on it.
Let me see Facebook and see if I got anything. I don't think so, Ariel.
What packaging? You just press it up there.
No, I want this.
Don't be pressing it right now. We're on air.
Yeah, we're on air.
And of course, I always have the creepy music in the background because it's just awesome.
She
Wait,
just loves
Mom, did
creepy
you usually
music.
put your advocate on here?
Yes.
Ha ha!
You were advocating like crazy.
Yes.
How dare you, Ariel?
It has taken over your mind.
There's some
So
tools.
again, if you guys want to talk about anything, any legends you want to hear about, anything,
The Legend of Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
freaking Ariel. Oh, No. Sorry, that was me.
She screamed at a very high pitch.
And, you know, we'll talk about La Llorona. We'll probably, because we have to do a cleanup on the next couple days.
That's mine.
No, we got to do a cleanup for Ariel's school on the Rio Grande. So we'll go ahead and do a quick little video there too about the La Llorona sightings, but during the day, so it's not so creepy. But there has been sightings, and I have confirmation from people that it does happen. Pop it. So, take over for a little bit while I help his sister do this stuff.
Ooh, look, I yanked it out.
No, this is just entertaining to watch.
Maybe
Instructions and the noise. Okay, I'll take over.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah. What else do we talk about?
There's more at the
Let's
bottom.
talk about.
Let's talk about Paul Bunyan here. Do it.
Let's talk about Paul.
Talk about Paul Bunyan. Shoot, do it.
Talk about Paul.
Do it, Errol. Do it.
Talk about Paul Bunyan.
No, let's talk about La Llorona. Let's talk about La Llorona.
No, that's next time.
That's next
I
time.
want to talk about La Llorona.
Okay, well then.
Technical difficulties.
I know the story of La Llorona by heart.
And the background. Technical difficulties. Oh my god. More back.
Here.
More back.
Here is a
Left forward.
story
More
about
back.
the
Ready,
weeping
steady, go.
The weeping
woman.
ghost. Here in El Paso.
We're all good.
Dark hair.
Any more?
Dark as night slips down her back as she
crunches low next to the creek and sinks her hands into cool water. Her dress is white as her hair.
black drapes over her frame.
Why is it so hard?
But it's a haunting image, even more eerie by the fact that there is no sound of the tinkling water in the stream. But then the rough hiccups of a woman crying spills through the silence, growing louder and louder until the woman with the long black hair and white dress turns and looks directly at you. Still, despite the wailing sound, you pick up a seed and pick up its speed and pick up strength until there is a very present fear around and her face. It's not human, maybe a buoyant creature with no eyes, no nose, no mouth, where friends were wailing come. Or worse, the fact her face is not blank. There are eyes, a nose, a mouth, and there are a lodge prowling in the shape of a donkey or a horse. Poor La Llorona, people are mean to her. Hers is the fact of La Llorona, the face of La Llorona, or the weeping women. The fact that you've met her acquaintance, you wish the best luck. For as the legend goes, her present almost meets with death, disease, or something else horrifying bad. Horrifying. La Llorona. You've never heard of the weeping woman, rest assured until you're not alone. Her notices claim to her fame, if you will, most commonly found in South Texas area where the Spanish influence was still well and vibrant, or in Mexico itself where the story was said to have originated from a legend that tells a story of the greed and selfishness as we stick into the high mortal road. It's told to young children with trouble-making bent and adults who put their own needs first and foremost. But who is La Llorona? It depends on who you're talking to. Many legends all over the world have of the same tale. For the most part, Throughout each Christmas, the woman drowned her children. And I know this because I live here.
And I'll read this part. Oh,
You kind of don't say that.
read this part.
What do you mean?
As one
I
of
know the legend.
the version
I know everything.
of a tale
It's the
goes,
truth.
La Llorona was once very happy young woman who married the love of her life at a grand stone church in Mexico. There she was standing
Mexico.
at the air. She was in a white dress.
Cascading
All
all
around
around
her.
as she grinned brightly up at her new husband. Then the priest turned to her and requested that the woman promise to give her firstborn son to the priesthood. Quickly she agreed with no doubt, excited to start married life with her husband. But as her children were born, one son and then another, and a daughter too, then she realized the thing she did not want to give any of her children or the son or daughter to the church. The young woman regened on her word, hoping that the priest would never notice. Then one day, her house caught on fire. The flames licked the building, swallowed it whole, as throughout it had never existed at all. The woman's children, caught in the fire itself, burned into Noxadians like they had ever existed at all. In a twist of fate, the woman would suffer burns and somehow manage to survive. But in doing so, her features took on of a donkey and a horse, and thereafter became known as a donkey lady. People are mean. Fate damaged her into searching for her children for all eternity. For the rest of her life, she wandered along the dips of the wind of the nearby creeks and the rivers, hoping to find her beloved children. She never did. Since her death, many others have claimed to see La Llorona, the weeping woman, along the rivers and creeks, and some have seen her life. And particularly around the Arizona, and Martinez Creeks in San Antonio region. While the women tend to catch a glimpse of her long black hair or the long snout of her nose, the men frequently hear her despise please.
Naimo.
My Julio, known as shouting coloring for her son that has been gone for generations. As the word too wise, don't rush out to save her. You should find her in the depths of a river. Those who have generally attempt to pull her from the water have drowned themselves. This is the story I've learned.
She drowned her kids, didn't she?
Yeah, she drowned her kids. What is this?
While La Llorona was from the first tale. Read!
There's more
And
tales.
Well,
There's not just one tale about her. There's plenty of them.
but the
There's
real
even
tale.
There's modern day ones too.
When against
I know when one there's one kid out in the night and then he's got their back
No.
scratched.
Like there's that one lady who drowned her
Two-Face,
kids in the bathtub. That's even considered that too because she felt like she was taken over by another force that causing her to become crazy. But then at the same time, I think it's because she was just pummeled it because her
first
husband didn't
tale.
keep it down.
Okay, while La Llorona was in the first tale, intentionally it went against the priest's request and therefore damaged the face of her conscience and diligence. In the next version of the story, this was not the case at all. Like the first tale, this one starts at a church, but whereas the first tale is a marriage, this one tells the set of two twins. Apparently, they were so identical, the first baby girl was baptized twice, without the priest even realizing that he made an error. Over years, both twin girls grew up and got married. But while the baptized girl found love and true happiness, the twin who had accidentally skipped over the priest, the one who had never been baptized, won none of this. She burned a consistent anger and fury for what
Fury. Thank you.
for what seemed like no reason at all. She gave birth to a son and a daughter and did not leave either one. In fact, she disliked them so much she drowned them both in the Iquela, one of the many areas in the canals.
Irrigation canals.
One life continued uncharged, but when the woman passed a faced judgment, she turned away to forever look for her children. She brutally drowned. Only on Judgment Day could her sins be forgiven. Ever since she grew recent back to the plane of the living, Llorona's ghost has roamed the area where she has drowned her children.